Hey, what's going on everyone? Welcome to another Screen Sanctum reaction. I'm Steve, and today is a big one. I'm reacting to Community Season 2, Episode 14, Advanced Dungeons & Dragons. And all of you have told me this is the banned episode, so I don't know what to expect. I've heard a little bit about it, that it might be problematic, but then Yvette Nicole Brown on Twitter actually defended it and said it should be released. So I'll have to judge for myself pretty much. Pretty tired. This is my third video of the day. I'm exhausted, but I cannot go through a Sunday without watching my community. So before I get into it, thank you to everyone who have subscribed to the channel. As you should know by now, I am over 1,000 thanks to you. So next Saturday is my live stream. Hopefully y'all email me or DM me some questions and comments that I could talk about and answer on that live stream. Or you could just ask me questions on the stream itself. It doesn't matter. And of course, if you want to see my full reactions and exclusive content, then check me out at Patreon at Screen Sanctum. All right, let's get into Advanced Dungeons & Dragons in 3, 2, 1, go.
Gather close that you might hearken the story of Fat Neil.
Oh my god.
His adolescent years were
This is so bad.
scorn and mockery.
Ooh.
Afforded him some escape from the darkness throughout high school. And as a man, he traveled far to a new school.
Is he the one who gets everyone to start playing?
The name became a joke. It was strangely Jeff the Liar, son of William the Barely Known, who first
Jeff
became
the Liar.
concerned. Intended to be interested in Dungeons and Dragons in an effort to lift Neil's spirits.
That's crazy. I would think it'd be Abed.
In Neil giving Jeff all his books explaining he wouldn't need them anymore.
No, he can't quit.
A council was called. Troy, the obtuse. Shirley, the cloying.
Shit.
Britta, the needlessly defiant. For reasons that should be obvious.
Oh.
Yes, the insensitive. The group agreed that what Fat Neil needed most was to feel like a winner for a change. Dungeons and Dragons, designed by Abed to help Neil reclaim his confidence. Tang had been there and felt too awkward to mention it.
Shit, he's always somewhere where they can't mention something.
A game which not only might save a life, but which would forever change the balance between good and Pierce.
Yeah. How's Pierce gonna ruin this one?
Hey, Neil.
Oh my god.
So we're just gonna ignore that hate crime, huh?
Okay.
Armor or something.
I could see why this episode is banned. Holy shit, they put this on TV?
Yeah. We will be playing this adventure, The Cavern of Draconis. I understand Neil has his own character named Duquesne that he's been playing for years. Character carefully. They each have their own unique combination of strengths and...
They don't even give a shit.
Alrighty.
Shouldn't there be a board?
Playing game. It takes place entirely in our collective imagination.
I thought Dungeons and Dragons did
I
have
tell
a
story,
board.
and you make choices in the story. Okay, let's begin.
Like in Stranger Things.
Jeff, your turn.
Oh, it's my turn. Oh,
He doesn't know what he's supposed to do.
You tell me what you want to do. Then I roll the dice to see if you're successful. Shirley, what do you want to do?
I'd like to introduce myself to the group. Hello, I am a dwarf named Zippity Doo.
Marv. Boy, you weren't kidding.
Hello, Marv. Archer. I'm an archer and such.
I'm...
Big Mom.
Ew, Hector the Well-Endowed?
I
Abed.
didn't know you just grabbed one at random. I made that one with Troy in mind.
Oh shit, best friends, baby.
An arrow flies through the air, almost hitting the top.
Good
6
lord.
goblins are running toward you from the tree line, drawing daggers.
Additional notes.
It has no effect. Britta,
I want to know why these
Additional
goblins are attacking
notes.
us.
you've been shot by an arrow.
Ow!
Oh, I love the sound effects.
I take my throwing knife and throw it knife style.
not good at.
Sex.
But the goblins close in, surrounding you on all sides.
I draw my plus
Almost
3
spit on my water.
arcane and attack in a 180-degree arc.
That must mean Pierce is coming.
Pierce.
We're playing Dungeons and Dragons.
First of all, gay.
Oh,
Second
Lord.
of all, stupid.
Then leave.
Why was this a secret? You're cutting me out of the group.
I guess we must have forgot.
Because you ruin everything.
And you remembered to let Fatty sit in my chair. Get out!
That's
You're
fucked up.
stretching it.
Pierce, can we talk to you outside for a second?
As you watch the goblins retreat, you notice a 67-year-old naked man with no weapons lying in the wet grass. shivering.
Dick.
In about 13
Oh my
turns,
God.
you will die of exposure. Jeff.
I wait 14 turns.
Screw you guys. I'm gonna win. I'm gonna take a sword. Can I take a sword?
You've got a sword.
What a dick.
I attack blackface.
Oh,
It's a critical hit.
how ironic that the racist is the one who calls out the
Look out, that's
blackface.
dead.
Maybe I'll wipe my ass with it and throw it off a cliff. That's for sitting in my chair, Fatty.
They should jump him.
You can ruin anything.
Exactly.
Now come back and give Neil his sword.
Can't hear you over the sound of me rubbing his sword on my balls.
Oh, goodness.
Pierce, Abed, I need to have a talk with you in the hall.
What? Hey! Hey! He told you? From the looks of it, he's been using that line since he was 5 years old to get an extra slice of pie.
What the hell
Fucking
is wrong
Pierce.
Giving me that look you give me like I can't get erections.
What?
with you? What?
Hey, Bed, I keep running.
I think I just want to go home.
Neil, do not do that. Of moving faster than he's moving in his cape of whatever.
I guess if we had a Pegasus.
Game is silly. Abed, can we get a Pegasus?
I can't give you information like that.
That town and ask around about a Pegasus.
Huzzah!
Is that right?
It's funny that he's inadvertently understanding the game.
And as they described themselves walking, so did Obed confirm they walked.
I walk with them.
Hello, my friend and brother.
How can I help you, dear madam?
Oh, please, no need for such deference. I'm no better than a gnome.
Please don't report me for execution.
Oh, no, I didn't mean that. Guys, we've got to do something about these gnomes.
Okay, here's all the Dungeons and Dragons stuff I could find.
Oh
I
my
had to
god.
carry it all the way from my car. It's very heavy.
Oh, come on, man. I think there's too many fat jokes in this episode.
She flirts with you.
I flirt back.
How?
I say something sexy.
Like what?
Abed. Excuse me. I don't normally do this, but
Yeah, right?
you're the most beautiful creature I've ever seen.
You're very handsome, you know.
Yeah.
Surely.
Well, you know, I'm not really comfortable with this.
My stable has a bedding of heather.
Can we just do
Yeah,
this? Hi.
Abed
Hello.
is
I'm
great.
Hector, the well-endowed. You've got a bunch of Pegasi. Let's make a deal.
What kind of deal?
Slowly lay her down.
And he's real good at this. I want to hear more of Troy too, though.
I stroke her hair lovingly and spoon her for the appropriate amount of time before leaving.
How long is that?
Troy's taking real life notes.
Oh, excellent.
You guys can take a break. I should check on Pierce. I need to know. what you
Iron
wanna do
Throne.
next.
So many things.
Bad news.
I am bringing Pierce back into the room, because while soaring above the forest of Ingold, you spot a body in an elven cloak in a clearing below. He's face down,
He's
barely
playing
moving,
them.
a pool of blood underneath him.
I can't tell you how long I've dreamed of this moment in the game.
Once you get close enough to take the sword, you can see that this body, while definitely dying, is not Pierce.
What the hell?
Followed by a shrill
Dude,
screech
the
beating
sound
wings
effects
against the
are
sky.
perfect in this episode.
Wings? What's going on?
This is devastating.
Scream when I told you to scream.
The six of you are completely frozen and helpless.
This is why I want
Oh.
to play Shoots and Ladders.
Fine, Pierce. You win. Just kill us and end this.
Make him as Fat Neil.
Pierce!
What a dick.
Right, cry. Let it out.
Punch him in the face. Punch him in the
Tears
face.
of gravy. You weren't crying when you were stealing my friends.
He asked me to come here.
Don't you know why Jeff Winger, of all people, led the charge on the Fat Neil Feel Good Committee?
Oh, they're down there by Fat Neil.
Your new best friend, Jeff Winger, coined the name Fat Neil.
That explains my question in the beginning. But he felt bad and he's trying to do something good.
Look, before you respond, I can make it up to you.
Oh, that doesn't make it any better.
But you were also standing kind of near, other Neil.
So call him Skinny Neil.
Well, he's actually not that skinny.
He's black.
Well, I don't know the world through that lens.
He's black.
I'm sorry, I shouldn't be high-roading you. I'm the bad guy.
For my turn, I the Duquesne family.
What the Okay, this...
Kid and I'm having the time of my life.
There's a lot of problematic shit in this episode.
Unfreeze time.
Done. You guys can move again.
I breathe so much fire on
Hold
you.
it. You just used your move on freezing time.
Exactly.
And I throw it at the amulet around the sad naked man's neck.
It's a difficult shot. You'll need 18 or higher.
The sad naked man.
Oh, sweet baby Jesus.
Yeah!
19.
Yes! In your face!
That's how you do it.
Oh, no!
Beautiful.
As a
Beautiful.
reward for freeing him, he flies your intrepid band to his cavern where he bestows his treasure upon you.
Hey. That was the best game I ever played in my life.
Don't mention it.
Want to play again next week?
Maybe.
Okay. I'll be around.
And so it was that Pierce Hawthorne
What a good guy.
little. Good night.
Oh, that's awesome.
Could you possibly want giant ears over a tail? If you had a tail, people could always tell when you're happy.
Access earrings, which would free up your hands.
Backpacks only free up your hands. Guys, what do you think? Oh,
What's going on?
we thought our group was meeting now. Thank you.
All in favor of giant ears?
Oh, he wins.
Told ya.
That's funny. I didn't know. I mean, obviously they're not in that room 24 hours a day, but that's cool that we finally get to see another group in there. This episode was very problematic. Obviously the blackface is what everyone concentrates on because that is the worst part to me. And I'm sure people are going to come on here and say it's not a big deal. I mean, Yvette Nicole Brown, she said it should be aired. I thought that Chang was going to be in for a long time. He was only in it for like 2-3 minutes or so. So I could see why people don't like this. But even the whole thing with Neil, like, it's real. it's terrible to pick on people, you know, just saying it once. If it was just like, hey, who's by the water fountain? Fat Neil, like that's messed up. But the whole episode, and I know they're trying to prove a point here to give Neil a win at the end, but it was ruthless, man. And then Piers saying he's gonna rape the whole Duquesne family. Like this episode was crazy. So my opinion is basically, should it be on Netflix and Hulu? I can't say yes, I can't say no. All I could say is I agree. I could agree with both sides. For the people who prefer this not to be on, I could see why. And for the people who think this should be aired, I can see why. I want to make an analogy. The way they kind of redeem's not the right word, but the way they have Neil, the butt of the joke for the 19 minutes and him winning at the end, like that's how you do an episode like this. You know, if he would have rolled a 15, that's not a good story. Like that's not supposed to happen. And for anyone watching who's my age, like I'm 43, but like between like 35 and 43, 40, if you watched wrestling back in the days, WWF back then, it reminds me of the whole Triple H Booker T feud that they had. Triple H was going at Booker T. He was saying some, I'm not even going to say borderline, he was saying some real racist shit. And I think it culminated at WrestleMania, and it would have all been worth it if Booker T won, because that's usually what you do. If you're going to go that hard and be that big of a dick to like talk about, bring race into something, then Booker T, you know, the story ends with Booker T winning. But Triple H made himself win. Like, that's not how you do a story. And I don't think anyone was happy with that. So it kind of reminded me of that a little bit, because you want Neil to win. And I know that was their point in this episode, is to make us want Neil to win and Pierce to lose. But damn, they've really, really went all in. And I don't know. It was, besides like the parts that were like really edgy, if that's the word to use, it was a funny episode. I'm kind of sad that we didn't really get to hear Shirley even play. Troy didn't really get to play that much, but Abed was the perfect dungeon master. Like it seemed like he was doing it legit, because I've never played this game, but like tailoring the questions or the sequences to each player. Like he wanted to get Neil his sword back, but he couldn't cheat. So he would do things like say, okay, Jeff, in real life, you love women, you're flirty, you're a ladies' man. So in the game, just flirt with this person. Like he was kind of just making it a little bit easy for everyone. And then obviously Jeff ruined it. But yeah, those are basically my thoughts on this episode. It was a good episode in general. The theme of someone, you know, getting befriended, but it also kind of sucks that Jeff was the one to coin the term Fat Neil, which I asked in the beginning of the episode. And it's kind of odd that he made it worse a little bit, but I don't know, Neil is just he's pure at heart. Like he's probably been getting picked on his whole life, and it's not good to say he's used to it now, but he forgave him, and hopefully they all become friends. I'm sure Neil's not going to be in the group because he's a side character, but I really hope this kid is in more episodes, because he is a good actor. It's a great character, I think. And him being the bigger man, inviting Pierce to play again. So that's really all I have. I'm surprised I have this much, how tired I am from watching the other two shows today. But all right, what did you think of Advanced Dungeons and Dragons? I'm really, really interested to hear your thoughts on this being banned. I'm sure I'm going to get a lot of comments about this episode, and I would love to hear them and hear your takes, because again, my take is I do think this was a very problematic episode. I am surprised that when this originally aired, it didn't do more damage to the show. Like this could have ended this show. So do with that what you will. And yeah, but all in all, it was a good episode. So let me know what you thought. Let me know what you thought of my reaction. Like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. And of course, if you're on Patreon, find me at Screen Sanctum if you want my full reactions and exclusive content. And I'll see you in the next video. Peace, guys.